Hello, welcome to ANS Solver. This is the sixth question of the paper. So as you can see, there's a probability density function which is given to us here. So we need to show that f is a probability density function for all positive values of a. So basically, if we integrate this function and we show that the area is 1, if we only show that the area is equal to 1, that means that's the maximum value. That means the probability density function is there for all positive values of a. So what we need to do is we first write 3 over a cube here with the integration of 0 to a limit with x square dx. So now what we can do is we can write this as 3 over a square. Now I know x square is given by basically the integration of x square is x raised to 2 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 with 0 and a. So I can basically write this as 3 over a square with x cube over 3. Okay, with basically 0 and a limits. So now what I can simply do is I can write this as, this is a cube here, not a square, my bad. Now I can write this as 3a cube. Now first I can take a inside the bracket in the place of x, so I get a cube over 3 minus, then I can take 0 where I know I'll get 0. So I can write this as 3a cube over 3a cube. Correct? I know all of this is basically cancelling out, which will give me the area of 1. Which I told you, if we show the area as 1, that means f is a probability density function for all positive values of a. So yeah, now a random variable x has probability density function f and the median of x is 2. Okay, show that a is 2.52. So now what we basically need to do is, we know our function is basically 3 over a cube with the integration, and we have an x square here, correct? But now they have given us a median of 2. So basically I know the integration from 0 to 2 will basically be 0.5 because it's the median. So now I can write this as 3a cube. We know the integration of x square is x cube over 3. We did this in part 1 with 0 to 2 equals to 0.5. So I know this is 3a cube, which is basically 2 cube, which I know is 8 over 3 minus 0, which is equal to half. So this can basically be written as 3 over a cube into 8 over 3, which I know is equal to 1 over 2. I can simply cut this here, okay, and now I can write this as 8 into 2 equals to a cube, which I know can be written as a cube equals to 16. Now I know my a is basically the cube root of 16. So my a basically is, I can simply do the cube root of 16 on my calculator, and the value I get is 2.52, which is what I needed to show for a. Yes, so this is the third part of my question. So I need my e of x here, which basically means I need the mean. Okay, the mean is given by the formula x into the f of x. So I can basically write this, I know my limits is basically 0, and in part 2 we calculated this was 2.52, a was 2.52 with x into, I know my f of x is simply 3x square over a cube. So 3 over a cube into x, okay, x square, sorry. Now I know this is basically 0 with 2.52. Okay, I know a cube is basically 2.52 the whole cube, which I know is 16. Okay, so I can write this as 3 over 16 into x cube. Okay, because here we saw the cube root of, the cube root of 16 was simply 2.52. So 2.52 the whole raised to 3 is 16. Okay, dx. So I can write this as 3 over 16 with the integration of x cube dx. Now I can write this as 3 over 16 with basically x raised to 4 over 4 with the limits 0 and 2.52. So now what I can simply do is I can write this as 3 over 16 with 2.52 the whole raised to 4 over 4 minus 0 raised to 4 over 4. So now I can write this basically as 3 over 16. I know I can simply calculate this on the calci. 2.52 the whole raised to 4 over 4, which gives you 10.0818 minus 0. So now I can simply multiply this. So I get my answer basically as 1.89, which is basically the E of x and the final answer.